Hi, good evening. Let me quickly share myself out. Good evening, everyone. How are you all doing? This is Blessing. Good to have you all here. Please share this video if you're just tuning in so that we can have more people joining before we begin. How is everyone doing? Good evening. Good evening. If you're here, write something. You guys know I like the interaction, so just go ahead and write something. Let me know the people that are here because I cannot see you if you're here, because I'm using an app to stream right now, so I can see names. So please just type something so that I know or I have an idea of who is watching. Go ahead and do so, if you will. Hello, Agnes. Agnes. Good evening. Thank you for being here. I'm a bit cool today. I might get into it right away, but I took a nap this afternoon, so I just woke up, showered, got a little energy, but I will get right into it. But I'm just a little. Good evening, everyone. Please share this video so that we can start. We're going to start very soon, like in a second, but please share so that we have more people join. Usually, I know when people go live, they play music to build their audience and everything, but I'm not really. Two reasons I don't play music: one, copyright claims, and two, it's not every day you're in the mood to dance. Like if someone should just play music now, I might start dancing, but I'm not going to plan to just play music every time and dance every time. So thank you so much. I decided to try the black lipstick today, lip liner rather, but it looks good. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. We're going to start. You guys already know why we are here. You already saw from the topic. We are going to be talking about three things. And I might also come live tonight because I have another topic that I wanted to talk about, and that's the topic of Tonto DK and her husband. I was thinking maybe to add it to this one. I was like, no, just separate both. So I'm going to do that one later in the evening. Hello, Omonigo Sparkles. Good to have you here. Thank you for joining. So I was just sharing myself out. Let me do so on Facebook also. And then we can just go right into it. Mm, how do I put my face? Mm, pages. I thought I was an admin of it. Can share myself. All right, so if you already shared, thank you. And I see 2 likes and love. Thank you if you did that. If you haven't dropped me a like and a love, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and do so. Thank you all for your comments. Blessing, Una Sochie, Ogasui. Thank you so much for being here. Mama Rita, thank you also for being here. So let's just begin. The first thing I want to talk about is bringing children into saga. And of course, this is not new. Like, we have seen children in saga. Like, but this one that just happened, you know, sometimes when things happen, they become a trend. This thing, bringing children into saga, has been there for years. Yeah. It becomes a trend. And as time goes on, people start to realize that this thing is not right. There's something wrong with bringing innocent children into it. Um, because I personally believe the people who started to do it maybe didn't know that it was wrong. They just thought, oh, I'm just going to do it to get at my opponent. I feel like they started it out of ignorance, not knowing. They just felt, okay, we're just doing it. But as time went on and people started to get the exposure and started to realize that this thing is not really cool, and a lot of people started becoming vocal about it, started to vocalize their anger towards bringing children to social media. I think a few people started to understand that it wasn't cool to do so. But as time went on, it kind of like reduced, right? And then now it is happening again. And we are going to come to the aspect of people pointing fingers as who might be behind it. And when it happened recently with Beatrice, some people, because when she received the threat initially, before the children's pictures came out, she was already threatened that it was going to happen. I saw a post from Marvelous Queen, who is an ardent follower and lover of Lolo. She already threatened that she was going to do so. But when they eventually released those pictures, some people, well, Madam Beatrice Okpaika, she responded and she actually showed her children or her daughter, her son-in-law, and her grandchildren. And some people were like, no, you shouldn't have done that. Why are you bringing your children into this saga? What kind of an irresponsible mother, grandmother are you? Why should you be doing this? You know, they were putting the blame on her. And that is what I really want us to treat a bit. Like, was Beatrice Okpaika right to have gone further to show her children's pictures after she got the threat? Actually, they posted those pictures, but I think they covered the face. They kind of like hid the face. They didn't show the entire thing, but they posted the pictures before she went ahead and just showed the full thing. Was she right to do so? Or should she have just thrown in the towel and say, look, I don't want my children in this. You guys should leave me alone. I'm out of here. I've already played whatever I want to play. I'm out of here. What do you guys think? Let me hear from you guys first before I tell you what I think. Bringing children into saga has always been Lolo's way. She has always indulged in it from time immemorial. What a boy. Okay. Okay. What I want to say about that, it's crazy. It's one of the things I'm going to talk about. And that is, of course, everybody's pointing fingers at her that she is behind it. I'm not going to sit here and deny for her. And the reason I'm not going to do so is because why did Madam Beatrice Okpaika's children's pictures come out after she started to have public issues with Lolo? Those children have always been there. Her daughter and her in-law have always been there. But suddenly, she's having issues with Lolo, those pictures fly out. So that's why I'm not going to sit here and speak and say, no, we shouldn't hold her responsible for it. Okay, so we are just going to pull up a few posts. That led up to all of this. All right, so Marvelous Queen, thank you all for joining. I see more people come in. If you like the video already, if you like my face, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up, share it, invite your friends, let them join. This is not saga. I don't think I know how to do saga. I'm thinking of starting like skits. I want to start acting because I think I've got talent. I might start acting, but this is not saga. But I feel like we can learn. We can from everything that is happening, we can really open people's eyes. And that's why I want to be doing these videos, to be treating these things for people to really learn. I feel like a lot of people are ignorant. They just do things out of, let me do it. But they don't know. So let's help some people, yeah? So Marvelous Queen, who is a top fan of Lolo, she puts up a post with this picture. I don't know if you guys can see it, and that is Madam, no, this one is Madam BEATRICEOKPAIKA's daughter, and that's the husband. So Okpaika's son-in-law. Yeah. And then she put up this post and she wrote, Okpaika, take your time before your Pekin and husband will be rubbished because of those toilet fighters that are remoting you. So this Marvelous Queen, first of all, look, there is no need even to be talking too much to fake proxy accounts because these people are faceless. And that is why so many times I don't blame when people attack, like if you're a proxy account and you're fighting dirty, you're fighting for someone you love. I don't blame people too much when they go after the person you're fighting for because you're faceless as a proxy account. I wouldn't imagine someone coming to fight Marvelous Queen, this one, that. I wouldn't like, what are you going to use to abuse that person? You don't know how that person looks. But they could fight the person that you are fighting for. Yeah. So now you put up this post that you're warning her. This, number one, is intimidation. You're trying to scare her. You know that this woman has never posted pictures of her daughter or her children. You guys say she doesn't have children, but apparently she does. You guys know that she has never put out those pictures. Now, this woman played audio recordings. You all fake account or Lolo that you're fighting for never came out to address any of those recordings. Lolo said something that wasn't true about this woman. This woman played audio recordings to prove that what Lolo said was false. Lolo never addressed it to say, okay, this is why I said it. This is what Melissa told me I wasn't there or whatsoever. She didn't address it. Now, you guys now realize that, oh my God, this woman has caught us on all angles. How else can we attack? So you're not really solving the issue at hand. You're trying to bring other things. And you're not just bringing any other thing. You're trying to bring her children, her family, that have nothing to do with what she's doing on social media. That shows weakness. That's number one. You're a weak soul. Marvelous Queen, the person behind this account. You're weak. And I also find it such a pity that the person you're fighting for is also not coming forward to say, I stand against this. And that is also maybe another reason they're pointing fingers at her. And maybe another reason they're pointing fingers at her is because she has also always said proudly that if you don't take time, I will bring out your husband, I will bring out your children. She has said it boldly. So I don't think she would be bold enough to come and stand against it. So maybe she's in support of what you're doing, Marvelous Queen. Let me try and read comments. Okay. So for me, it shows weakness because now that woman has beat you up. She has beat you up, hands down. And you don't have any other defense rather than go bring pictures. Is that the best you can do? Is that the best you can do? That is weak. For me, it's weak, it's low, it's cheap, it's feeble. It's not, it doesn't show strength. It shows that you were defeated and you're looking for a way to get at her. Two things you want to do with this post. One is to make her feel frightened so that maybe she can back off and stop doing all those things she's doing online because, of course, she wants to protect those pictures. Two, you're doing it because you want it to hurt her. And what did she do? She surprised you. In my opinion, she did the right thing. And I don't understand people telling Madam BEATRICEOKPAIKA that, no, why are you bringing your children into... She didn't bring her children. People threatened to bring her children. They already put the pictures, actually. They just covered the face. And she knows that sooner or later, they are going to do so. So she took the power back from them. That is what she did. That is what she did. That is what a strong woman does. That is what she did. When someone threatens you with anything, when they blackmail you or try to blackmail you, they send you nude pictures of yourself, whatsoever, you don't bow down to them. You don't crumble and do their will. That is when they take over power. That is when they just take over your life, your freedom. You can say, if you were intending to say 100 things, you no longer have that strength to do so because you're worried that something you're protecting is going to come out. Thank you, Agnes. I'm going to give an example. Tokema Kinwa. I don't know if you guys follow her or if you know her. She's a Yoruba celebrity in Nigeria. Someone tried to threaten her, I think about 2 years ago. I even did a video about it. They edited her picture and they made it look like she was naked. It was so perfectly done that before I read the caption, when I first saw the picture, I thought that this was her. I thought this were her boobs. So perfectly edited, like 100%. You would just think this is this woman. And the blackmailer sent the pictures to her and said, don't give us this money or whatsoever, we are going to publish these pictures. And she saw those pictures. And she knew these are not my pictures. But if these people should release the pictures, the whole world is going to think, this is me, these are my boobs. 100%, like I thought so, perfectly edited. And what did she do? She didn't bow to them. She posted the pictures herself. That is what you do as a strong woman. She posted the pictures on her own Instagram page. She spoiled market for the blackmailers. That is what BEATRICEOKPAIKA did. She spoiled market for them. She posted it by herself. So they have nothing on her. Nothing. You don't give blackmailers power. You take power from them. And you know, one thing I also find about all of this is that BEATRICEOKPAIKA knows the game. She knows the game so well. And she's beating them at their game. And it's a bitter pill to swallow. She knows how to play. She knows how it rolls. Before it happens, she already knows this is going to happen. And I'm sure they didn't imagine that she would be bold enough to say, these are the pictures. And another thing I want to say to people who blackmail people or who threaten to release pictures is, if I were a bully, like if Blessing Njoh started to bully people, and someone sent me your family pictures or whatsoever, and I want to use those pictures, I'll look at the pictures first. Not be every picture that fits use bully person. If someone should send me those pictures of BEATRICEOKPAIKA's children, I wouldn't use them to bully her. Because those pictures, I was looking at those pictures. What can you use when BEATRICEOKPAIKA, when she posted the pictures herself? There is nothing you can use on those pictures to bully someone. Those people on those pictures are gorgeous. So the only thing they just had against that woman was try to publish the pictures because they know that she wants to keep those pictures private. That's all. Those children are not ugly. They don't look hungry. What do you want to use to bully them? The skin? Look at the woman's daughter. Look at the husband. They are good looking. Do you understand? They are good looking. It's not all pictures that you get that you use to bully people. This one, no market. There is no market in those pictures. They are too good. You should have looked for maybe ugly other pictures, not those particular ones. And the woman even proudly showed the pictures. She shocked you guys. It's so exhilarating when you see people beat you at your own game. You feel like, I'm good at this. This is where I'm strong. I can bully people. I can use their families, relatives, pictures, and they beat you at your game. They use your own game to beat you. And she showed those pictures. And that even elevated Madam BEATRICEOKPAIKA's position. Because now people are looking at her like, wow, you have such a beautiful daughter. Wow, look at your grandchildren. So now the respect is even higher. You were planning to make her frightened. You were planning to bring her down. Oh my God, look at the pictures. Oh, you even helped her. You helped her ministry. Look at her grandchildren. Like, I know Lagos very well. Those are Banana Island children. Those are Ajebo children. Those are not pictures you use to bully people now. Learn the work well. If you want to be a bully, be good at it. Be a good one. Be a good one. Do you understand? Those are Banana Island children. And the worst, well, it's not really the worst part of it, when Madam BEATRICEOKPAIKA posted the picture when she was talking, I thought they were in London with her. That's what I thought. And then she was like, these are children in Nigeria. I'm like, Nigeria. And you want to bully those type? No. Do you understand? So where we are driving at, look, it's not even about, Africa or Nigeria or wherever, or the message here is children have no business. Like, I know you guys have heard it before. It sounds like you've heard it a million times that children have no business in saga. Children have no business in saga. And another thing I wanted to say is, of course, like, maybe I've not done a video about it, like the lady at the Voice of Truth. A lot of people would say, oh, you were there, Africa. People are in Africa, they are doing better than many of us here in Europe. That is not an insult. That is not bullying. You feel like you're bullying or you're insulting her. That is not an insult. Your geographical location does not determine your position or your reputation. Obi Kubana is in Nigeria. You are abroad. You'd wish you were Obi Kubana or his friend. Oh, you were the Senegal. Look at her children. The first time I watched Edo Voice of Truth, the first time I watched her video, I thought she was in Europe. I was just listening to her. I was like, oh, okay, she's speaking Pidgin. I can understand this one. So I was just listening to her. I just thought, okay, I was watching someone in Europe. Her level of reasoning. Many of you here in Europe, you embarrass me. And you're in Europe. You're in Europe. She can teach you guys here, some of you, a lot. She's in Africa. I thought, oh, I was watching someone in Europe. And then one day I watched another video and I saw the environment. It was like Africa. I was like, oh, maybe she went on vacation. Maybe she's in Africa on vacation. And then I saw another video, still in Africa. I was like, wow, that's a long vacation. And then until she started saying, are they Africa? They run my things. I was like, really? She doesn't look like how you people say. And then that was when people started noticing or realizing that, wow, she's in Africa. I'm sure a lot of bullies started to realize then that this woman is in Africa, actually. They started using that. But she doesn't look like someone in Africa. And what is Africa? Africa is just a location, just like Europe is a continent. Africa is a continent. It's a location. That you are in Africa doesn't mean you're doomed. So change that style of bullying. The children of Edo Voice of Truth, they do better than many children here. I've lived here for 20 years. I know what I'm saying. Children in Africa, they are using tablets. They are living, look at their skin. So stop bullying people with where they live. They are doing much more, they are wiser. They are more civilized. I've listened to that woman's video so many times. So much knowledge. Civilization. Many of you in Europe don't have it. It's unfortunate. Many of you in Europe are bullying people's children. You're posting people's children's pictures and you're in Europe. So what does it change? You just changed your location. You didn't change. Okay? Children have no business in saga. And like I said, I'm not going to sit here and say, you guys should stop or stop bringing children, because a lot of people have said it, but you people have refused. I'm not going to sit here and preach it. No, continue. If that is what makes you feel strong, continue. But one thing I want to say is that when you continue to do that, and many of these people who do it, many of those people behind those proxy accounts, they are not kids. They are not 18-year-olds. I cannot imagine that Marvelous Queen is an 18-year-old or a teenager. She should be at least maybe 29, 30 something, maybe even 40 something. Maybe she's even a mother herself. And you'd be proud of yourself. And you might think nobody knows who you are, nobody knows who is behind that account, but God knows, and you know. And you might be a mother yourself. And you know what it is with the spirit of children? They will always hold you back. Continue to bully people using their children. Maybe you don't have the intention to hurt the children. You want to hurt the person you're fighting, but you're already affecting the emotional development of those children. They might be too young to go on Facebook now to see what is happening, but they might find out someday. Right now, they might be innocent, like, oh, I don't even care what my grandma is doing. But one day they might find out. And those ones that are already maybe 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, that are already on Facebook, that are seeing what their parents are doing, they see their own pictures being bullied because of their parents. You know how much you're torturing them. You might feel like, oh, I don't care. Now their mother nine cousin. But those children's heads, they are going to drag you back spiritually. It's not a curse, no. It's the law, natural law of, how things are, law of nature. You know how they say that, I believe it's the Bible that says so, that children are the apple of God's eyes. You touch a child, you touch God. And all of you go to bed and you go on your knees and pray, and you just don't know why things are not working out for you well. It's not because someone cursed you, it's because of the work of your hands. Things are not working out because you've touched the apple of God's eye. You don't know those children. I bet you don't even know their name. Why bring their children? What? Why? Of all things, Marvelous Queen, or whoever, you're hurting yourself. It's not the children you're hurting. You might hurt them somehow emotionally, but you're hurting yourself. You just find out, you go to work, your boss is always complaining about you. Your colleagues just don't like you. You and your husband, you're just arguing. Your husband is no more talking to you in the house. It's no more, things are not just sweet with you. It's because of those children. It has a spiritual impact. Continue. I'm not going to sit here and say, stop bringing children, because a lot of people have said it. I watched a video Queen did today. People have been preaching it. People don't want to learn. Continue. If that is how you want to show your strength, continue. So that's the first thing. Let me see if I have some posts I want to put up. So if you guys like, please share the video. So anyways, Madam BEATRICEOKPAIKA, she did what she had to do. She was strong. She did it. She did it. She didn't do the wrong thing, no. Because if she hadn't done it, they would have still brought the pictures out, and it would be their strength. They will feel like, oh, now we carry the pictures come out. But she did it. Now she carry her own children pictures come out. So what? And they are beautiful pictures. Okay. And then another thing is, I now see what few other people are doing that I also don't, it's not up to me not to like. Anyways, they are now putting a picture of Lolo's son in comparison to Madam Beatrice's grandchildren. Like, they should compare. This one says, time to call results. The name of the account is Everywhere Still Everywhere. Put a picture of those grandchildren against Lolo's son. You can fight what is bad by doing what is bad. And that is why I was vocal against Melissa, who claimed she was here to fight against people bullying Lolo. But she was the chair lady of bullies. You can't fight evil with evil. So you becoming a bully to fight against bullies just means that you wanted to prove that you were a bigger bully and a better bully. That's all you came to do. You didn't come for peace. You didn't bring peace. You brought more chaos. That's why I was vocal in my last video against Melissa. And now this person, of course, what they did wasn't good, trying to bring out the grandchildren. But now you put in the picture of Lolo's son. You're also doing what is not good. you're also doing what is not good. You can't fight evil with evil. So let me see. And then, of course, we know that right now they have also brought out the picture of alleged picture of Madam Beatrice Okpaika's husband. The same story. If this is the husband, he's a fine man. That's all I have to say. He looks like fine wine. He's a fine man. He's a fine man. A man with a cool mustache. You guys need to stop it. Get a life. Get a life. It's as simple as if that means Okpaika really beats your ass. That means you really felt it, that you don't even have anything to fight her directly. You have to bring other people. That shows weakness. I said it before. You're really weak. It's a pity. It's a pity. I'm going to give you an illustration. I'm going to give you an illustration. We all grew up in Africa. You and your neighbor, Mama, whatever, Mama Antonia, you are fighting. You guys fought. And then she beat your ass very good. And then the next day, you saw her child. You now started beating her child, her 5-year-old child. That's what you guys are doing. Mama Antonia really beats you. You cannot beat her. So now you are going to find a little child that you know that you're physically bigger and stronger than. You're weak. You can beat Mama Antonia. You can beat Beatrice Okpaika. You have to go and bring other people who are not on live video, who cannot come and switch on their Facebook live and start talking. That's what you know. You know they can't do it. So now you're using them. That means you're weak. You're weak. It's a pity. But the truth is, it's true. You're weak. And if you want to bully people, try and look for ugly pictures, because now you're shooting yourself in the foot. You're using, these are great pictures I'm looking at. I don't want to show the picture here. The man is fine. Okay. Now, I think we should move on to, and then Marvelous Queen also said, Okpaika, your mama picture is loading. Wait for me. Me and you, who is paying now? So now you want to graduate to her mother. And then what do you gain at the end of the day? And then Marvelous Queen, after writing all these things, she now wrote, if na Lolo bring out Okpaika children and grandchildren pictures come out, e go better for now. But if no be Lolo, all the swear and curse, una go use una head carry am. Is Marvelous Queen. I think you should consult law. You look and sound like you might be in distress because you're unstable. For me personally, that is one of the signs of someone in distress, someone who needs therapy. You cannot be saying one thing. And that's another trait that I saw in Melissa. The same thing you're exhibiting. You are the one threatening this woman. I'm going to do this. You actually brought out those pictures and you hid the face. And you also threatened to bring out her mother's picture. And now you're swearing, if na Lolo bring out Okpaika. Why are you swearing? Are you Lolo? How do you know for sure to even be swearing on her behalf? Do you know Lolo's fake accounts? That you know that it's her, you're 100% sure it's her. You're even swearing? Did Lolo tell you that she didn't do it? How are you so sure that you have to swear for her? At least when they say, oh, you committed adultery, and you know you didn't commit adultery, and then you come out and swear to yourself that if not true, say I do this thing, let's this and this. And now, but you cannot go and be swearing for another person because you are not there in the bedroom. You cannot be saying, if not true, say my friend sleep with. You don't know. So how are you so sure that you'll be swearing on her behalf? And now they're holding Lolo responsible because of your actions. And I don't blame people holding her responsible, but because she has not come out to speak up against the pictures you put out, Madam Marvelous Queen. And that's another thing that they want to say, oh, you cannot hold someone responsible for what their fans do. You can hold people responsible for what their fans do. You can. People held B&B responsible for what Diamond Jasper was doing. You guys should learn from B&B. People held her responsible. there will be a stage at which you can't really hold someone responsible, but it will get to a stage that you would have to hold that person responsible. And she did what she had to do. She came out and said, look, I know this person, but I don't know her personally. I know she's my top fan. I like her. She likes me. I don't always agree with everything she does. I'm not the one behind it. But please, Diamond Jasper, I know you love me, but please tone it down. So as long as Lolo doesn't take that move, they will always. I did a video and I held, or rather, I said that Monica would be responsible for what Infinity, because Infinity, Emily J was doing. And of course, we saw videos in which Monica said, and she didn't even hide her own. She said it openly, like Emily J, yeah, do this for me. So why can't they hold Lolo responsible for what Marvelous Queen is doing? Marvelous Queen is not fighting for herself, she's fighting for Lolo. And as long as Lolo doesn't come out and openly condemn what Marvelous Queen is doing, Lolo is responsible 100%. It is what it is. So you coming out to curse and swear on behalf of Lolo, if not Lolo, divine go, all because it is what it is. You can eat your cake and have it. You know how to threaten. So who do you think they are going to put it on? Who? Who do you think they are going to blame? All of a sudden, Madam B has a problem with Lolo and Melissa. Pictures start flying out. Why didn't they fly out 2 weeks ago? 1 + 1 is, that's what I thought. Okay. So, Madam Marvelous, get some help. You're not consistent. You're unstable. You can be threatening to do things. You brought out pictures and then you're cursing that it's not your group that did it. Distress, are you going through something? Get help. And what I said about people saying, oh, Madam B, why did you do this? Osamu Diame Osawe says, Mama B, I'm really disappointed in you for bringing out those kids into this rubbish called saga. She didn't bring out those kids into it. Other people already started to threaten. Other people already brought out the pictures, only that they hid the face. But they would eventually. They just gave her tester, like to make her scared, and she beat them at it. So don't get it wrong. That's where you got it twisted. She didn't do it. She didn't just wake up one morning and say, oh, now my children pictures be this, so make una can't see them. No. No. They wanted to use it as a weapon against her, and she beat them at it. That's what she did. Don't blame her. She did what she had to do. She would have been silenced. She would have been sent back into a hole. But she refused for that to happen. Don't blame her. How dare you bring your grandkiddies into this mess? It's a shame. Some of you are taking these things into heart. It's not getting funny anymore. May God deliver most of you. Please pray for Marvelous Queen and the group. Whoever is doing this, bringing children. Please pray for them, for using children as weapons of destruction. Pray for them first before you go and pray for. Actions generate reaction. So you have to go after the action before you start going after the reaction. You're going after Mama B's reaction. How about the action that led to that? You're missing that part. So if you want to solve a problem, start by the root of the problem, not the branches. When you want to get rid of a tree, uproot it, not cutting off the stems and the branches and the leaves, if that makes sense. You guys should help me share the video, give it a thumbs up. I hope I don't stay more than an hour today. Okay, I think we should go to the part of Monicalobolobo forgiving Madam Beatrice Okpaika. Odion Loveth, she's a top follower of, also a proxy account, by the way, top follower of Monicalobolobo. Now, Monicalobolobo decided to, her name is Big Man Wife on Facebook, in case you guys want to go check her out. And Lolo's name on Facebook is Lolo's Talk Show, if you want to check her out. Madam Beatrice Okpaika's Facebook name is Ofure Esan, if you want to check that out, so that you guys follow, in case some of you here don't know who I'm talking about. Okay, so Odion Lovett is not having it that how can Monica forgive Beatrice Okpaika? How? And she wrote, in the night, I no go sleep. I go dey find Iyeki haters video to post today. Today now, Iyeki just come live this evening. They praise Okpaika for what? She's not happy that Monica forgave Beatrice Okpaika. Odion Love, Monica's forgiveness doesn't have to be your forgiveness. If you are fighting for Monica, like in the night, you know, they sleep, they go up and down, go they look for videos. If you're fighting for her when she's angry, you should also be able to stand with her when she's no longer angry, unless you have your own personal vendetta. So don't be upset that someone decides to forgive. Don't be upset. You don't have to forgive if you don't want to. And then the Odion Lovett also put out pictures of Okpaika's family, and she wrote, Okpaika, the only one useless daughter she gets with her yeye husband. That's all you have to say to Bully. You didn't say, oh, you know, fine, no, because it's fine. Do you understand, Odion Lovett? So why the hate? Why so much hate? What do you have personally against her? What do you have against her? Does it have to do with Monica, or you're just hiding under Monica to fight her? And then when Odion Lovett put out the pictures of Beatrice's children, people started commenting. What a shame to you, Odion Lovett. People were commenting, they are lovely, beautiful, beautiful family, absolutely beautiful, beautiful family, such a beautiful family, beautiful, so lovely, beautiful, beautiful family, beautiful family. And then someone said, please, my lady, don't because of hatred of Okpaika pass the hatred to her daughter or the husband. Except the husband offends you and the daughter offends you. This one is Steve Harrison writing this. Please think about this. Odion Love, please think about it. Those pictures you're posting and saying, yeah, yeah, husband, yeah, yeah, useless daughter, what did they do to you? What's their name? Why don't you face Okpaika that you have issues with on social media? What have those other people got to do with you? They said, please think about it. When you go to bed tonight, just think. Think. Because some of us, we have brains, but I think some of us, it's difficult for us to activate our brains and put our brains to work. But sometimes people have to remind us, like, you have it, use it. That's what they are doing here. So, spirit got sent. Spirit got sent wrote, I think in response to Odion Love. She wrote, for those asking me inbox and outbox about my opinion about Iyeki decision, she is very free to forgive whoever. You people should calm down because she not say make we forgive by fire by force. If you feel to forgive, fine. If you don't feel to forgive, move on. Not be that one we won't fight ourselves for. And you don't have to feel hurt. If forgiving is what makes Iyeki happy, and not forgiving is what makes you happy, then so be it. As for me personally, I go join Love Lane, beat Okpaika, make everybody use their head, do wetin they feel. This is my life, my word, my decision. Because Odion Lovett wrote, Iyeki for Beatrice Okpaika matter, you disrespect us, we your fans. No problem. You see as Okpaika take insult us, we the fans this evening. You just come they say Okpaika this, Okpaika that, whatever. So basically, I think Spirit got sent said it already. Someone else's forgiveness is not your forgiveness. And let me tell you something you might not know about forgiveness, Odion. I don't know how old you are. I don't know your level of exposure in life or your experience. There is strength in forgiveness. There are blessings that you unleash when you forgive and let go. And you might not know it, and maybe Monica knows it. Maybe that's why it seems like, she's just forgiving everybody. Why? Maybe she knows that she's attracting blessings and opening other doors. You know that these little things we do in life, they have spiritual connotation. Many people don't know. We need to start to tap into our spiritual beings. They will start understanding spiritual things. You can decide to hang on to grudges and continue to hate and continue to have your unforgiving spirit. You don't want to forgive. Did they kill your child? It's okay if you choose not to forgive, but it takes strong people to forgive. If you can forgive, that means you have strength. That you can just let go. And when you forgive, you're not doing that person you forgave a favor alone. That's not the only person you're doing a favor. You're doing yourself a favor. You're freeing yourself. You're opening your heart. You're letting go of something. You know that when you hold on to something too much, you start to become old. You don't know. When you're hanging on. Let me tell you something a bit about myself. I'm that person that I would forgive someone who never asked for forgiveness. That is maturity. When you get to that level, you know you've balanced, you're matured. When you start to give forgiveness to those people who never asked for it, you start to forgive for apologies that were never given to you, then you know, okay. It's Odion Lovett. Odion Lovett, yeah. So it takes strength to forgive. It's not an easy thing. Oh, I forgive. It's not. If you're not strong, you cannot forgive like that. And when you don't forgive, you're holding yourself down. It's blocking so many blessings. It's giving you wrinkles. It's cardiac arrest is real. You're holding so much. You want to hate this, you want to hate that, you want to be angry. How many people can your heart is so fragile. While you're sleeping, your heart is still working. It doesn't take breaks. It works 24/7. And you want to invest all that work into hating. And then when someone else decides, I don't want this load, I don't want this burden of hate and unforgiveness, you're angry that another person chooses the path of forgiveness. Continue to hold your own grudge, but don't be upset that someone else decides to let go. Odion Love. I think we should move on to Precious Meg. Okay. Thank you, Nelly Black. Did everybody share? Last video I did, oh my God, only 7 people shared. That's not cool, you guys. That is not cool. You guys should share now. Come on. Thank you all for the likes and the loves and the red heads. Thank you, because they count. They count. Thank you. That means you're feeling something. It might be positive energy. It might be negative energy. Energy is energy. As long as you're feeling something, that means I'm passing a message. It's doing something. You don't have to like it. 100% not. No. I would be bummed if I sat here and I see only likes and loves. So the red heads, they count. Thank you. Thank you for those. Yeah, it gives wrinkles. It gives wrinkles. Like, you don't need that. Just be glowing. Make yourself be glowing. Release, release. You know. Thank you. Thank you. So let's move on to Precious Meg, and I think that's the last one we are treating. I'm also going to come back later to talk about Tonto DK and her husband. You guys have heard. Someone leaked a conversation. People in audio recordings. So I'm going to come back later. My son is taking a nap now, so I have the time to do this. So once he wakes up, I'll give him food and then we can continue with Tonto DK. Precious Meg made a video maybe 2 days ago. Someone sent it to me inbox. I didn't see the video. Thank you. If you did send it, thank you. Sometimes I'll bring water, I would forget to drink. And in the video, she alleged, we don't know how true it is, she alleged that her uncle, a certain Mr. Patrick Akere, allegedly had sexual intercourse with Lolo in Lolo's matrimonial bed. Well, she didn't say bed specifically. It could have been in the kitchen, bathroom, we don't know. But in her home, in her husband's house. We don't know which part of the house. She wasn't specific. And then she made that video and I watched it, and a few things that I picked up. Before she said the story, she was like, just that I don't want to bring my uncle into social media, but this and this and this. And I'm like, you already brought him. All you have to say is, welcome, sir. Welcome, uncle. You're here. You already brought him. So you saying something he did, allegedly, and also saying you don't want to you don't want to bring him, they don't match. You already did. You already brought. That's number one. Yeah, in her matrimonial home, but we don't know what part of the house, and we don't know if it is true. Those are 2 things we should be a bit careful with. Adultery is delicate. I don't like talking about it. You guys know, but we have to treat some issues. So, yeah. And then she said, after he did it, that one is the one that got me. After he did it, after he did the do, then he was like, no, I can't do this. I'm an ASAN man. Oh, so when you were doing it, you suddenly become a Kenyan man or a Calabar man. No, that's not an excuse. No. No. When you were doing it, you became a Chinese. It was when you finished doing it that, okay. No, I'll be Asian. I don't go do it. Come on. Come on. And my question now is, Precious Meg, now you're saying this story and saying all these things. And of course, we all know when there is adultery, alleged adultery, people always want to demonize the woman. That it's the woman we focus on. This woman. How about the man? When he went to that house, if he went to that house, we don't know if it is true what you're saying, because now the focus is the woman. It takes 2 to tango. So if the woman committed adultery, she didn't do it alone. This is not masturbation we're talking about. So your uncle is also as guilty can be. And another question, Precious Meg, did your uncle go for cleansing as an Asian man who slept with, allegedly, I have to be careful, allegedly he slept with another man's husband? Did he go for cleansing? Or did he bring a curse to your family? You're proud to say, I don't think you were proud, but you were saying it not to bring down your uncle, no, but to bring down the woman. But your uncle also, he's dragged into it. Welcome, sir. Did he go for cleansing? He committed an abomination, sacrilege. An Asan man, he laid allegedly with another man's wife under his roof. Has he gone for cleansing? And based on the cultures that I know, African cultures, when you go for cleansing, it's not private cleansing. You would have to do it openly. So your uncle might be afraid to come on social media, but eventually it has to come on social media if it's true. He should go for cleansing. He's not pure. He's not, no, don't only look at the woman. If it's true, it's not only the woman. He drove or took the train or whatsoever, went all the way there and did what he had to do. Then he said, oh, I'm an Asian man. So that gave him pride. Like, no, as an Asian man, I can't do this. He already effed up if he did. Let him go for cleansing if he did. He's not pure. And then she also said that she hasn't summoned enough courage to bring those audio recordings out because, according to her, she has that conversation on tape where her uncle told her what went down, if it went down. She has it on tape, and that only that she doesn't have that courage to just bring it out. And when she said that, I was like, wow. I was like, we should continue to learn. The Lolo who is involved, if it was Lolo who had such things about maybe Precious Meg or someone else, Lolo would bring them up. Lolo listening to that woman, I'm not saying it's true. Definitely not. Nobody was there. I don't know. But let's just learn from these little things, even if it's not true. For someone to say, I have this thing, but I don't have courage to bring them up. And you, the person they are talking about, you know that if you were in her shoes, you would definitely bring those things out. Did you learn also from wow? So we women can actually be like this, that okay, we don't have to rubbish one another. We should be empowering one another as women. Did you learn from what she said? Because you definitely, I know 100% Lola would bring it out. Whatever it is that would bring you down, if you're an enemy, she would bring it out. Did you learn from what she said? We are all bad. Nobody is a saint. Nobody is an angel. But there are different degrees of bad. There are different levels of evil. Sometimes we can tame our evil. We all have a bit of evil in us. Some people's evil is bigger than others. So if we know that our evil is big, let's try to tame it. When we hear other people talk, we see how the truth matters. Let us learn from them. We don't have to be extremely evil. And I know why I'm saying what I'm saying. So the final question is, well, now this thing has come out and Precious Meg has said what she has to say. How is Lola going to respond to this? Is she going to respond to this? Are we going to hear Psalm 109? Question. It's a question. It's not for me to answer. Are we going to hear Psalm 109? Let me hear from you guys. We are rounding off. So those are the topics that I wanted to treat today to analyze. You guys know I'm running away from YouTube videos now. Like I'm now on YouTube, but this is recorded live or is being streamed live. It's not like a pre-recorded video. So I want to be doing this more often. I'm running away from editing videos. I'm getting sick of it. No, but I'm going to start working next week again after a year and a half break. So I'll just have to be doing live videos. I said that before. So are there questions, comments, suggestions, recommendations before we call it a day? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it. Someone can still join and watch the last part. We're already done, although questions before we round off or anything I missed. Thank you. In that case, I would like to say thank you all for joining. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. I do not take it for granted. I appreciate you all for being here. Thank you for the likes and the loves. If you'd like to see more other videos, more other analysis from me, this is what I love to do. You guys know that. We keep it unbiased. We just keep it straightforward here. We really show you a different perspective to things. We say what other people are thinking. Many of the things that, or most of the things that I said today, it's what is in your mind, but you've not said it, if that makes sense. You already know. It's not like I'm saying something new. So I help you say it, if that makes sense. So yes, have a good day. Have a good day, you too. Okay, so that's what we do here. If you like what you just watched, go ahead and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. But if you're on Facebook, please like and follow my page. And I will catch you. Bye. Have a good day. And I'll see you guys in the evening. Bye bye.